Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, how's it going?
It's going.
It's going.
Weekend's here.
Weekend is here. Valentine's Day today.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. A day full of love. Speaking of Valentine's Day, we've got the world famous Butch and Bob Show this morning. We've got a guest in here. Then we got local musician spotlight. And then after that, we will have the drawing in our Valentine's Day promotion. We've got a lot of gifts, Valentine gifts, gift certificates, flowers. We got the roses up there to give away to someone. Souvenir tumbler from Big Dog Country Radio. People have registered for the last couple of weeks at different businesses. We've got all the registration forms here at the station. We'll have a drawing this morning. And, Bob, somebody is going to be a lucky winner because they're going to win lots of stuff. So we'll have that drawing close to 9 o'clock.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we got a guest in here this morning. We got Stacy Head from Tri-County CASA. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you.
All right. I'm going to move this just a little bit that way. Okay. And so, Stacy Head, and you're with Tri-County CASA. And tell us, first, for folks who really don't know about what CASA is involved with and what they do, kind of inform our public about that.
CASA is a court-appointed special advocate, which means we are the unbiased people that volunteer to deal with children in foster care, and we are their voice. So we speak for the children in foster care and make informed recommendations to the court system based on talking to everybody concerned in that case.
Okay. And Tri-County CASA, so you represent 3 counties?
I do.
Okay. Which counties are those?
Appling, Wayne, and Jeff Davis.
Okay. Just right up Highway 341 here. All right. And tell us what you would like for our folks to know about Tri-County CASA.
Well, Tri-County CASA, one falls under the umbrella of CASA Glen. We're all in the same judicial circuit. But we really are interested in becoming a strong community partner again, being active in our communities, showing support to our communities and uplifting not only the children, but the families in our communities that are really kind of our most vulnerable. We work on a volunteer basis, but we also try to give back to our community. We're needing volunteers to represent our children. They're very underrepresented at this time. So we are looking for volunteers. We're, looking to be friends with people in the community so that we can help each other, build up these families.
And what does a person do if they wanted to be able to help out with these kids as a volunteer? What do they do? How do they represent them?
So on average, it's about 3 to 4 hours a month of their time. They talk to the child, the school, the medical doctors, the parents, the foster parents, DFACs. They would write a report, with their recommendations and their findings after talking to all of those different people. You can do it individually. You could do it as a couple. Some families are more comfortable doing it as a couple, especially if there's multiple siblings. And you really just encourage and support them to try to get through a hurdle in their life.
Now, these are foster children, and the volunteers looking for are basically like they're advocates, the people who kind of look out for them to make sure everything's going good in their life, from the foster parents to the school to medical care and all that, right?
That is correct.
Okay. And how did all this get started with CASA? When was it determined? I'm not sure if you know exactly when it was determined, say, we need representatives out there for these foster children.
I'm not exactly sure of the year. I want to say 1974. A judge in Washington, there were some messy cases going on, and it's always, I think I know what's best, and the other party thinks they know what's best, and they want what they want, and everybody wants what they want. And the judge said, we really need somebody who just unbiasedly is not associated with this, but can make recommendations that speak to the benefit of the child. And that is what we are, the best interest of the child advocate. That is what we do. And so from then on, that became a thing. It started in Washington State and just came, and now it's a national program, and each state kind of governs their own. In the state of Georgia, all 159 counties are served by different affiliates of CASA.
So as you mentioned, it's about 3 to 4, maybe 5 hours of volunteer work to be an advocate for these foster children. And what are the ages that are the foster children?
Infancy to 18 until they.
All right, infancy to age 18. And there's still a lot of children in the state of Georgia, and even in this area, the southeast part of the state, that need foster parents. Is that right?
They need foster parents. We need CASAs.
And then you need CASA volunteers to help look out for the kids. So,
yes.
So basically, it comes down to for the communities to step forward to help these children. First as foster parents, and then of course as CASA stepping in to be advocates for these children in their lives.
That's right.
Now, how long, if a person says or a couple says, I'd like to look into this, is there a certain time commitment in terms of months, years, whatever the case may be, to be an advocate for the foster children they'll be representing?
So as CASA, we ask for a year commitment. You are absolutely welcome to stay on longer than that. We would love for you to stay on longer than that, but we do ask for a year. Also understanding that emergencies happen and things happen and you can't necessarily. Our view on that is there's already so much disruption and change in those children's life. And so we would like you to be the constant, no matter how many moves they make in the separation from their parents or family or whatever the case is, you are their constant. So if you can give a year, you've remained a constant in that child's life for at least a year.
And I'm sure that a lot of these folks that have become advocates for these children, these volunteers, even though they're only seeing them maybe around average of 4 to 5 hours a week, 3 hours a week, somewhere along in there, that they become emotionally connected to them because they are looking out for their best interests. Someone that's not involved in the day in, day out with their life, but just can look at everything and make sure everything's on the up and up when it comes to their care.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what would you like for our public to know about how can they step forward and say, hey, this sounds like something I'd like to do to help these kids out? What do they do?
So if you just would like more information or you would just like to apply by internet, you can go to www.casaglen.org.
CASA, C-A-S-A,
Yes.
Glen, like the county,
Yes.
.org.
Yes.
CASAGlen.org. Okay.
If you have questions for me directly, you can either call my office or I'll be happy to give you my cell phone number. And you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer anything that you ask.
Okay, Stacy, what's your number you want folks to know?
So the office number is 912-264-4448, and you'll push option 3.
Okay.
And my cell phone number is 813-696-4923.
Okay. And Stacy Head here with Tri-County CASA. She represents Wayne, Appling, and Jeff Davis counties. And I'm sure y'all stay real busy with this. Is that correct?
So the number is constantly fluid of numbers of children that are coming in and out of the care of the state. There's currently approximately 79 children between Tri-County that are in care. 72 of those children do not have representation by CASA.
Wow. How do y'all determine the next child that gets representation from CASA? Because if you've got most of them who don't, you got someone that steps forward and says, hey, I'd like to help out here. How do y'all determine the next child that gets representation from CASA?
Ultimately, if we had enough CASA, then every child will have a CASA.
Right, that's what you're looking for. That's the goal. Okay.
At this point, it's severity of the case, not necessarily severity as in it's horrendous, but the case that would have more need.
Okay, the case, I didn't know if it was chronologically or age or whatever the case may be. It's just what y'all see there, that y'all need. That's the next one. So you only have 72 of the 79 foster children in the 3 counties that have representation from CASA, and the goal is let's get it 100%.
Absolutely.
Let's let every one of these children have an advocate for them, and you're only talking about 3 to 5 hours of volunteer time a month that you can do to step forward. And what process does a person go through if they want to be a volunteer?
So they would submit like an application kind of thing online or talk to me directly. Then we gather a lot of information. They go through criminal background checks, sex offender registry checks. They go through a defects check to make sure that they don't have any defects history of their own. DFACS has to give an approval for them, and then it goes through the court system and is also approved.
Okay.
And then there's a 5-week training period where they go through training, and then they get sworn in as long as everything is completed and okay.
All right. Well, let's help CASA out. Let's help the kids out. The kids need representation. They need advocates, and you can do that by being a CASA volunteer. Just give Stacy Head a call with Tri-County CASA. And once again, you can go to that website. Once again, is
www.casaglen.org.
Okay. Bob, any questions or comments for Stacy this morning?
She kind of hit on. I was just asking about the background check, because unfortunately there's some people out there have to look out for child predators. So I'm sure it's an in-depth process.
It is.
People.
We take very strongly that we know that the CASA word holds weight in our court system, and that's our purpose there. And so it's very important to us to only have representatives that are free of crimes against children, that are giving recommendations about the best interest of children.
Is CASA just for foster children? It's not. They don't get involved in child custody cases, or do they get involved in child custody cases?
Typically, it is just foster care. It is not 100% unheard of for a judge to appoint a GAL for a custody case, but typically we do not do private.
When the volunteers meet with the children, is that done in the foster parents' homes, or is that done at an office, a government office? How's that done? How do they meet with these children and see what's going on, how their lives are going?
Well, so CASA has access to all aspects of that child's life outside of extreme psychiatric, because we want them to make well-informed decisions all the way around. So sometimes it will, yes, be at the foster home. Sometimes the CASA may go to the school to see them in a different environment. We know that children who have suffered multiple forms of abuse or different forms of abuse react differently around adults. They're scared to speak or different things like that. So we always try to see them in different settings, and then the same setting again, to make sure that we're getting an accurate picture of what they are really feeling and going through, so that we can advocate for their best interest.
Okay. Stacy Head in this morning here on the world famous Butch and Bob Show with Tri-County CASA. And once again, if you'd like to be a volunteer, just get in contact with her and see how you can help these children out and be an advocate for them with only 3 to 5 hours of volunteer work a month. Anything else, Stacy? Anything else you want to like to add to it?
Other than it, just if you are a business or church group or any other kind of club group that would allow me to come in and speak to your staff, your members, your friends, your family, we need people from all walks of life to represent these children, and I would be more than happy to come in and speak to your group, your staff meetings, your family picnics, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it may be. And, of course, all these civic groups out there need speakers every single week. So you can get in contact with Stacy Head at Tri-County CASA if you're a civic club out there, or perhaps maybe a church would like to have another outreach program to help the folks, especially the kids here in our area. That would be a good thing to do also. Stacy, pleasure meeting you.
Thank you. Pleasure meeting you guys.
And it's good to see that the Tri-County CASA is still going and still being an advocate for these children.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. Bob, anything else that we need to add this morning?
No.
Nothing else? Yeah. You're not heading down to Daytona to see the race?
No, unfortunately, my nephew and my brother-in-law are going to Daytona, so it'll be their first NASCAR experience. So wish them well. Glad to see the weatherman cooperated, because I was worried about the weather down there, because I'd hate for him to fly from Virginia to get down there and to be canceled.
Yeah, how is it going to be down there? I know that we've got basically 100% chance of showers on Sunday. What do they have down there? Do you know?
I really don't know.
I know the weather is kind of iffy for Sunday down there, but hopefully it won't be like last year and they have to delay it. But I know here we had that 100% chance of showers yesterday, which we got, and we got 50% tomorrow, then 100% on Sunday. But I don't know what it's going to be like Daytona Beach.
Hopefully they'll get it in.
Yeah, hopefully they will. And so next time Wayne County baseball plays, it'll be on Monday, right?
No, it was Saturday. We got to get it.
Oh, that's right, tomorrow.
We got to get it.
I better, because I got to be here.
You better be here. Right.
We play tomorrow against Colquitt County, right?
Over at Jeff Davis's ballpark.
I tell you, this is like
it's a 3-game tournament.
Pre-game tournament, and we play three-team, and we play once.
Right, we play one time, and then after we play, Jeff Davis will play Colquitt. So Jeff Davis is the host, and it's a one game against Wayne County and Colquitt. First game of the day, 1 o'clock. Pregame at 12:50 right here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5. JV at home today against Pierce County. Going out and check them out. Also, the soccer teams are home today against Appleton County. Rematch of the Tuesday matchups they had, where the boys lost a tough one, the girls won. So going out and check out the girls soccer and boys soccer team today as well. 5 and 7 against Appleton County. So a lot going on at the high school. Okay. Everything yesterday was washed out.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It was in the rain yesterday.
Baseball. Varsity made a smart move moving that Wayne Appleton game to Wednesday.
Oh, well, when the weatherman tells you it's going to be 90% chance of showers, it's good to move it up a day if you possibly can. But Wayne County baseball tomorrow in Jeff Davis taking on Colquitt County, and our pregame will give it 12:50 right here on 105.5 FM and first pitch at 1 o'clock.
Right.
Anything else, Bob?
Have a happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Everybody have a great day, but we got lots coming your way. We're going to take a quick break and then come back with the local musician spotlight, and then we're going to have the drawing in our Valentine's Day giveaway promotion. We got many prizes we're going to give away. We got all the registration forms here, and we're ready to draw in just a few minutes. World famous Butch and Bob Show has been brought to you by the Service Department at GNS Auto Sales, by First Southern Bank, Murphy Builder Supply, and by Heron Aldridge Insurance.